ready for some Steelers football. I know I ain't the only one. I see you guys all in the chat. It is officially Halloween day, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be taking on the Cleveland Browns in less than 10 minutes. For the Browns, this is their Super Bowl. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is revenge. This is redemption. More importantly, this is about getting back on track, and it all starts today. You guys want me to all be more positive? Well, it starts today. I'm ready to run through a goddamn wall. I hope this team is ready. I hope chat is ready. Let's give a shout out to everybody in chat real quick, man. We got The Fiend. As always, welcome to JBN, brother. We got Leedy, my boy Leedy in the chat. We got RK. We got Laura. We got Game Review. Aiden. My brothers, the Steel Twins. We got Abel in the building. We got Moses. We got my boy Steel Cannon. Man, I hope you guys are ready, man. It is Steelers, Browns. What's going on, King? My boy King in the chat. The Fiend says, stop the run. That is one of the keys to today's game. I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up here. As I said, we are roughly now 5 minutes away. That's a little loud. There's Baker Mayfield on the field right now, warming up. A lot of us are very confused as to why the Browns decided to go with Baker Mayfield as the quarterback, considering the injury he's suffered. But I don't care about that. This defense needs to get to Baker Mayfield and cause disruptions. We need to stop the run. Our offense needs to be very progressive in this game. Moses says, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody. This morning, I got up early to make a new halftime video for you guys to enjoy. The music's a little different, so bear with me on that. But I decided to do something special for the Halloween edition. Put some more effort into it. Killer, what's going on? He says, you're not excited. We beat you bums back-to-back last year and ended y'all's season. So, man, hey, get ready. The Browns fans are going to be coming in the chat today, and they're going to have some words for us as well. I'm not doing too much talking, but all I'm going to say, and I said it earlier when we started this stream, today, for the Browns and for their fans, this is their Super Bowl. As always, every year, it's the Browns need to beat the Steelers. That is their Super Bowl. That is the pinnacle of their franchise, is beating us. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this is about getting back on track. Let's be clear. And yeah, secondarily, this is about redemption and getting revenge, Killer, for what your team did to the Steelers in the playoffs. Make no doubt about it. And just remember, man, Big Ben has had y'all number for so many years. Do you really think one game changes all that? Well, let's stay tuned. Mad513, what's going on? He says, I better see some early scores in defensive turnovers. Bleezy, what's going on? He says, happy Halloween. My boy Bleezy in the building. Lee says, rough up Baker and stop the run. Man, I can't say that enough. Lee says, Najee's going to get 100 today. Man, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Moses says we need our offensive line to step up and protect Big Ben. Not only that, they got to open holes for Najee Harris. I haven't been able to find any information on Zach Banner. Is Zach Banner going to play in this game today? Are we going to see any time from Zach Banner? I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat knows. I'm trying to look it up on my phone to see if there's been any news in regards to Zach. I'd love to see what Zach Banner's capable of doing since he's very beloved in the city, apparently. Oh, well, there you go. Steel Twins just said it. Quick thoughts on Banner being inactive again. Well, there you go. And then, of course, Killer follows up by saying, I heard he wasn't. So, Banner is out. Well, that sucks. There you go for that. I mean, what do I think about it? I'd like to see what the guy's capable of. He's taking up some of this cap space. And he really doesn't have much to show as far as his resume. I don't know what to think, especially now that he's not playing in this game. Yeah, King, dude, this is the biggest game. I hate to say it, but listen, a loss today would be absolutely terrible for our hopes at a playoff berth. I hate to say it. I know some people are tired or have an opinion about my opinion, my negative opinions about this team. But it's just true, man. Nora, what's going on? She says, here we go, everybody. Enjoy the game and happy Halloween. Can't make it up, man. This game falls on Halloween. How about that? Steel Twin says $4.5 million down the drain. Kind of feeling that way. Bleezy says no Ebron today, so I guess one positive thing is we don't have to witness any kind of drops from Ebron. That's a positive. Lee says we need at least 150 rushing yards from Najee and McFarland. Again, I'd love to see it, man. I hope that does happen. I do. Lee says no Melvin Ingram today either. That will be it's actually more interesting to me than the Zach Banner not playing today. Because like I said, yes, Ingram hasn't had many snaps this season. But when he was on the field, he did make some plays. His presence was definitely felt in the defense from a depth standpoint. Here's Art Rooney on the field talking to the Browns owner. Can only imagine what they're discussing right now. And of course, as always, the NFL has to slam us with 100,000 commercials before the game kicks off. Extra annoying. Matt says at this point, we need to scout for a tackle or look for one during free agency. I would love, and I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves and talk about the upcoming offseason. I would love the Steelers to get aggressive in free agency for once. I mean, seriously. I mean, we always have done very well at building through the draft. Again, none of us really wanted Freiermuth. But obviously the Steelers knew what they were doing with him. And now none of us regret it. We all wanted offensive line in the first, 3 rounds. And the Steelers went running back, tight end in the first 2. So who knows, man? Bell says he's wearing his old school Palomalo. I originally had my Harris jersey on this morning, but I decided to rock This Team Is Gross, the Steel Yinzers merchandise. SteelYinzers.com for all your JBN and Steel Twins merch. In fact, you guys are going to see a nice little Steel Twins commercial at halftime. I put that together real quick. Hopefully I can get some new videos made for halftime so you guys aren't just listening to music and watching my table here. But Nora says amen to that and the commercials. My goodness, they're horrible. They are horrible. Complete opposite of the NHL, man. Speaking of which, I got an announcement to make. Some of you guys are probably going to think I'm nuts, but I have decided to revert back to what I was doing last year and doing Penguins and eventually Pirates live streams on the main channel here. Reason being, having this separate channels has caused, believe it or not, a little bit of issues for me. Specifically, like if I want to cancel a game or a live stream, I can't really announce that without a community tab. And here we go, kickoff. And the Browns are going to get the ball on offense to start the game. Baker Mayfield and company, 1,474 yards on the season for Baker, 6 touchdowns, 3 picks. And we are definitely looking to increase that turnover rate. As Lee says, defense going first. This shall be interesting. Put it up on the board, man. First quarter, 15 minutes. Obviously, 1st and 10. This is it right here, folks. We are officially playing football. First pass going to be caught by the Cleveland Browns. 6 yards from Baker. Moses says, remember last year when the Buccaneers were playing not good last season and then they stepped up? Maybe Big Ben is thinking about that. So basically, I'm saying is we're going to win. I mean, I'm telling you, I love the positive vibes, believe it or not. I do. Baker. No, he does hand it off to Nick Chubb, who's running up the sideline, and that is going to be a first down and more for the Cleveland Browns. JG Black, what is going on? Welcome to the JBN Laboratory. So Nick Chubb gets his first carry in this game, and he goes for a massive gain. Right up the left side of the field, gets a first down. Yep, a bell. And the Browns run game is in action, just like I said it would be. I was really hoping I was wrong, but it is still early. Baker going downfield, overthrows his receiver. His receiver was Landry there. Lee says, tighten up defense. For those who've been a long time subscriber of the channel, as you guys can see, I do have the legendary terrible towel on my shoulder, the Gildan autographed terrible towel that I think brought us some luck last year. Haven't really been rocking it this year. Decided to pull it out, man, and pull it out for a big game here. So 2nd and 10 for the Browns. Oh my goodness, man. I'm watching this defensive line. They're getting pushed backwards, bro. As I believe Chubb runs for about 2 to 3 yards there. Hey, Romo's right, man. Romo has on the screen here as far as the keys to the game for both teams. Browns, they need to stay true to their identity, and then the Steelers need to force 3rd and longs. Couldn't have said it better, man. Baker going long down the field, makes a throw down the field to Higgins for a first down for the Browns, and already the Steelers defense showing struggles. The Fiend says the towel has returned. It has, man. I don't know how much magic this thing has left in it, but so far, not so good, I guess. As Baker just laser one right down the middle of the field to Higgins. And TJ Watt being double teamed on the outside. Just from my early observing this team right now. And Edmonds, man, meets the running back Chubb right at the line here. Although I think Chubb's going to squeak away with a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for the Browns. But the one thing I'm observing already, this Browns offense is pushing our defense at least a yard or 2 back. So we're not really getting a good push already on defense here. As Steel Cannon says right here, it's no pressure at all. No pressure at all. Cato, what's going on? He says, did the game start yet? Yes, it has. We are actually just under 12 minutes and counting. 2nd and 8 for the Browns. Browns, nobody in the backfield. And Baker's going to throw to another wide open man for another first down. Lorenzo says, no defense. Come on. Secondary is definitely not as good as they were last year. That was on Joe Hayden, too. Minka actually got the tackle. Just not enough pressure from the defense yet. Baker drops back, looking, finds another man. And that's going to be a gain of 6. Actually, it was 8 yards. So 2nd and 2 for the Browns. Ben on the sideline right now. They're focusing on him for obvious reasons. Bleasy says, this is actually worrying me now. I think most of you probably know why I've been so negative this week. If you didn't, now you know. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm not that surprised. Landry's going to take a handoff here and get a first down for the Browns as they are now within the 10-yard line. Browns red zone offense. And that was right around TJ Watt. Steel Twin says, not good so far, man. Tell me about it. Fewer, what's going on? Hey, haven't seen you in a minute, man. He says Baker owns nobody. Wide open receiver there for the Browns, and he drops it. Seems like everybody on the Browns is wide open every single play. I don't know what's going on here. I guess Highsmith was supposed to be in coverage there, and that was absolutely blown. Is anybody catching on yet? Does anybody still expect me? Now, again, it's very early, but does anybody seriously expect me to put bows on shit? Chubb right now does get the handoff. I think the cameraman was a little confused there. And he's going to get maybe 2 yards here. 3rd and goal. If the Steelers defense can hold them to 3, I will take that as a win at this point. Because obviously we're going to have to make some adjustments for the next drive. So this is a very crucial down right here. 3rd and goal. We have to hold them to at least 3, and I will be a little bit more comfortable about this situation we're in already. Bleezy says he's always left open. Yeah, number 81 there. Baker drops back, looking. He's under pressure, and the Steelers are going to get their first sack. And I think that's going to be credited to Cam Hayward. Actually, I think they're going to split it between Watt and Cam on the sack there. And you can see right here, if Baker gets pressured, he absolutely crumbles. Highsmith was actually in on the action. So there you go. Held him to 3, or potentially 3, I should say. Austin, what's going on? Austin with the defense emojis. Steel Cannon says, let's go. And of course, we got the sack emojis in the chat as well. So there it is. After a long drive by the Browns, 3-0. Steelers defense is going to have to tighten this up. And now we're going to go to commercial break, and we're going to see our first glimpse of the Steelers offense. I am absolutely terrified of what we're about to see, but you never know. Bleezy says Cam in all caps. Steel Twin, sit down, Baker. Sit down, Baker. Sit down, Baker. Now listen, by the way, for those who've been paying attention, Baker Mayfield's ghost has been haunting the JBN laboratory. I did some things this morning. Hopefully we don't see any appearance of him today. I'll just leave it there. Yeah, Bleezy says that was almost blocked. Viewer says this Browns fan or that Browns fan is on drugs saying Baker owns the Steelers. I must have missed that one. Oh, Killer. Yeah, okay. The Killer guy. He says Baker owns y'all. Followed by it's better coaching. I don't even know what to say to that. Steel Twin says prayers for the offense. If you're a religious person, yes, we all need to go in prayer for the Steelers offense right now, for the love of God. But you never know. They might surprise us here. They might surprise us here. We held them to 3. I am okay with that. Leedy says the Browns took half the first quarter out. Looks like a time of possession battle, as I said. As I did too. I mean, I told you guys in the preview that's what they were going to do. Run the ball, control the clock. And if our offense is going to go 3 and out on every drive, we don't stand a chance today. You know, honestly, I'm going to say this, and I hope I regret this. I do. I think a loss today, it really makes a Steelers playoff berth that much more unrealistic. I'm going to be real. I want to put that on record right now. A loss today is just too big of a deal. And Bell says, here we go. Here's the kickoff. And that one's going to bounce in the end zone. And here comes the Steelers offense. King says touchdown to Johnson. Either you're hoping or you're much ahead of me. The Hawk says, is that a wish or for real? That's exactly what I'm thinking. But here we go, man. Steelers offense on the field. The dumpster is loud as hell right now in Cleveland. Ben under center. First play is going to be a handoff to Najee Harris, who fights his way up for what looks like maybe 3 to 4 yards. And it is 3, 2nd and 7 now. The Fiend says the bungholes are losing to the Jets. Man, I thought we were the only team that lost the teams we're not supposed to. King says wish. Okay, just clarifying there. I didn't know if you had inside sources or what, but here we go. 2nd and 7. Ben dropping back, looking. Quick throw to Freiermuth, who gets us a first down, and that's what I want to see right there. I want to see a lot more of Pat Freiermuth here, man. Unbelievable. We are just approaching 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. There we go. Steel Twins with the Mute. I honestly, if he produces more, I'm getting a Mute emoji going, man. I'm going to have to make it. Gonna have to make it. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Man in motion. Handoff to Najee Harris, who's going to run for 2 to 3 yards here. And Turner already crying to the referees. Honestly, dude, I'm fed up with Turner. If you want me to be honest, this guy is a massive crybaby, dude. Massive crybaby. Way too off-hinged, man. He's going to cause some issues. Second and 7. Another handoff to Najee Harris, who's going to break loose and go right up the middle for a first down. Steelers now at the 50-yard line after that run from Harris. So much like the Browns, the Steelers so far offensively doing very good. I like what I'm seeing so far. I just hope it continues. And I do believe McFarland's on the field right now. First and 10 for the Steelers. 5 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. Ben's going to drop back. And he's going to laser one out to the sideline to Pat Freiermuth, who's going to be unable to pull that one in. And Garrett gets his hands on Ben for the first time in this game. Second and 10 for the Steelers. Ben sends man in motion, toss out to Harris, who's going to stiff arm and fight his way for what looks like maybe 2 to 3 yards on that one. Browns read that very well. 3rd and 9. Actually, they're going to say 1 yard. Okay. Looked like a lot more to me. Abel says Anthony is in. Ben, 3rd and 9, drops back. Looking downfield, is going to toss it. We do have a flag on the field. Freiermuth does make the catch, but he's going to be about a yard shy of a first. They called illegal formation on the Steelers. I believe that was on Pat Freiermuth. No, I think it was on... Well, it's going to bring up 3rd down. This could be a positive thing because we didn't get the first with Pat. Yeah, it's Okafor who's going to be in the illegal formation here. Yeah, Fewer says this is the dumbest call ever. I think the commentary team here on CBS agrees. But anyways, 3rd and 14, the Steelers are going to need a massive play. I swear to God, if they do a 5-yard pass, I'm going to lose my mind. And Ben's going to laser one out to Pat Freiermuth, who's unable to bring it in, and the Steelers are going to be forced to punt the ball. And the Browns players are now getting jolly out here. Man, that middle of the field was wide open. I like the decision here by Ben. I think he threw it to the outside. It wasn't a very good pass from Ben. Decision was definitely the right one to make. He should have threw it more inside, though. Steelers punt the ball. Pretty decent punt here. So we had a player run into one of the Browns players. No call there. We got away with one right there, I'll be honest, man. Bleezy says Muth isn't the only receiver on the team. It seems like that, yeah, Ben's only been throwing it to Muth here. I do think that was the right call, though, because the middle was open. The unfortunate thing is Ben, again, threw it to the outside of Freiermuth. I think the inside would have been a much better decision for him and Pat, and probably would have gotten us a first down, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, we saw some positive things from the offense. It is only a 3-point game. We still have plenty of football to play here. But we need to see something from this defense because I keep saying it and I'm getting tired of saying it. And I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me say it. This inconsistency shit needs to stop. Either we're a good defense or we're not, man. And what happened last week was absolutely not. It was the opposite of good defense. So already, first drive for the Browns, I don't like it at all. You got to get those guys off the field. What is this commercial? Bleezy says he tripped into him. I mean, rules are rules, though, right? You hit a player who caught a fair catch. I mean, I don't know. .007, what's going on? He says Baker needs to be pressured more. He definitely does. Definitely does. Leedy says illegal formation penalties are so annoying. I feel your frustration, man. I do. The Hawk says indifferent after that opening drive. I feel like we need to the defense to get a turnover. Not that it would help, but we need it to happen. Cleveland Browns. Baker drops back, dumps it off. And the Browns are going to get an easy first down here already on their second drive. Felton Jr. with the catch. And that was a screen play. Screen pass, that is. Now, Bush, I'm watching Bush. Bush ends up, and we talked about this last night on the Steel Twins channel. We got a penalty here before the play, and that's going to be called dead before it even gets started. But it was a catch, and that was looking like it was going to be another massive gain for the Browns. We were talking about it last night with Bush. One of the bad habits he has, especially in this season, is he sits and waits for the ball carrier to come to him instead of attacking the ball carrier. And I don't know how to feel about it because he waited there, he allowed himself to get trapped into a block, which allowed the Browns to get more yards and, more importantly for them, a first down. Bush has got to change that like ASAP. I really don't understand it. And yes, it was a false start. And Beckham's going to get his first bit of action in this game with a carry there to the right side of the field. Doesn't go for much, but 2nd and 9. So the Browns get a big chunk of those yards back. Leedy says the Colts are beating up on the Titans right now, 14-0. Baker going to hand it off here to, I believe that's Felton. Few yards there on the carry. So if you ask me, the strategy for the Browns in this game, Baker is throwing the ball, but it seems like they're doing what I thought they would, which is running the ball. And I got to be honest, so far it's been kind of effective. 3rd and 6, though, for the Browns. King says, give the ball to Beckham and we win. Baker drops back. And another wide open man down the field. Another missed tackle by the Steelers defense. Unreal, man. So, again, not to sound like a know-it-all, but this is literally what I was talking about in my pregame, or preview, I should say, the other night. You gotta stop the run. And I don't even know what to say, man. I really don't. Literally everything I was afraid of in this game is happening right now. They're leaving guys wide open, and they're not stopping the Browns offense on 3rd down. Another screen pass here. Not even a screen. It was just a quick dump off. Nine-yard gain there. Austin says, I knew this was going to happen. They don't look ready to play. And that was Nick Chubb. By the way, there was another missed tackle there by Minka. who's had quite a few of those this season. Second and 2. TJ Watt is on the sideline getting water. Looks like he's really tired at the moment. Baker drops back. Pressure. Baker rolls out of the pocket. And he's going to try to run for a first down, but he's going to be short by at least 2. So I don't think that's going to count as a gain. Man, I tell you what, a lot of people thought the Titans were going to be great this season. They're not panning out too well. Leedy says Faker gets sacked. It's a sack. He got 0 yards. 3rd and 2. What the hell was that? They're going to do a fake. I think it was a direct snap to the running back, and they're going to be short of a first down here on that play. So the Steelers didn't buy that one bit. Titans are 5-2, except they lost to the Jets of all times, or of all teams. Titans have been good this season. I don't think they have been. You got to remember, though, just like statistics, records really don't tell the full story, man. Yeah, the first quarter is over. Can you believe that? We've only, had one drive in the Browns here, only had 2? That is nuts. Talk about time of possession. Fiend says 3 and out for the Browns. Why are teams losing to the Jets? That's the biggest question I have. What's the science behind that? Can anyone tell me? Bleezy with a good comment here. He says it's mostly our secondary always leaving everyone open. Steel Twin says 3rd down defense is porta potty shit so far. See, that's the thing, Leedy. It's like, I don't understand. Right now, Bengals top of the division, or at least they were the last time I checked. And yet they're down to the Jets. Maybe there's something about the Jets we don't know. Viewer says they gave Loudermilk the sack when Mayfield ran out for no gain. UT local bands, what's going on, bro? Currently at a commercial break right now. Fourth and 1 for the Browns. And they're going to go for it. Tells you everything you need to know right here. They're not scared of this defense. And Chubb's actually not going to get the first down. Did a little bit too much dancing. And that was Watt who gets the tackle there. I don't know what Joe Hayden was doing, though. Lee says, let's effing go. So here comes the Steelers offense, 1st and 10. Pretty good field position, if you ask me. Ben, play action, looking, dumps it off to Najee Harris, who's going to get what looks like to me a 7-yard gain. .388 yards on the season for Najee Harris. They're saying he's leading the rookies, which is not surprising to me, but King says Claypool needs to show up. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Speaking of Claypool, he's in motion. Ben hands it off to Najee Harris, who's going to do a little bit of dancing and manages to somehow get what looks like a 2 to 3 yard gain here. Abel says they finally used him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. 3rd and 2. This is what I'm talking about. This is where we need to convert and get a first down. And of course, I mean, I hope this works, but 3rd and 2, and we're going to pass it. I just don't understand. And that's going to go right to Claypool, and it will be a catch. Right through the middle. Ben, I think, is going up going into a hurry-up offense here, trying to catch the Browns off. Chat, you asked for it. You got it. 1st and 10. Ben hands it off to Najee, who gets caught in the shoulder pads, but he's so strong, and right now he's fighting for yards. Second and 4 for the Steelers. Ben, I don't know what that was, but Ben's going to look down the field to a wide open Deontay Johnson on the right side of the field. Touchdown. First down. I wish touchdown. 17 yards there on that one. Ben actually rolled out of the pocket there. Beautiful. Steel Twin said it. Field goal range officially now. And we are now under 12 minutes here in the second quarter. Ben under center. It's going to be a toss play to Ray McLeod, who's running down the sideline using that speed. And he dives for the end zone, hits the pylon. They're going to say down at the 1, we do have flags on the field. I think they're calling holding on James Washington here. That sucks, man. What a run by Ray McLeod right down the sideline, utilizing that speed. And James Washington hurts us real bad on that one. That sucks. That really sucks right there. So anyways, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Ben drops back looking, throws it down and overthrows the hell out of Gentry there. I mean, holy shit. Looked like he was throwing it to a 9-foot receiver. Or I said 9-foot, a 13-foot receiver. Seriously, that was high as shit. Bell says, come on, Ben. King says he really wasn't holding. The dude was acting. I mean, I don't know. I feel you, twins. Handoff to Najee Harris, who bounced out to the left side. And of course, there's laundry on the fucking field. And Harris is going to get hit after the play. Another flag goes up in the air. So now we got to wait and see what this mess is going to be here. Offset penalties, unreal. So the Steelers avoid a holding call here. Originally they called it on Green, but I think it was on another player here. So we have two back-to-back plays, very good plays, that stupid ass penalties have cost us. Bleezy says, come on, bro. What was that hit? It's called, I don't want to say dirty, but just a stupid penalty. I'm glad it happened, though, because 2nd and 10 now. Ben drops back looking. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's just going to take a sack. And we have another penalty flag thrown in the air. The Fiend says another flag. Jesus Christ. No foul on the play, they say. It's 2nd down. We threw a flag, but no foul on the play. Leedy says, what's with all these flags? I have no idea. So it's okay to, knee a quarterback in the face and choke him on the ground. Pretty much rub your dick in his face. So now it's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Steelers. If you guys didn't know, that's the new rules now. You're allowed to knee a guy in the face. Accidental or not, I guess. 3rd and 14. Steelers drop back. Ben looking. Gets it away to Pat Freiermuth, who avoids tackle there, and it's going to at least give us a better shot at a field goal attempt here. UT local band says, I call a bull. There was probably something, but refs didn't want to say anything. And Boswell's going to nail a field goal. We now have a tie game. 3-3 should have been, in my opinion, a touchdown drive there, but penalties cost us. And now we have a 3-3 game, and we are unbelievably close to halftime already. Leedy says, did Sir Yacht pay the referees? Probably. Steels Glenn says, if only the Ray Ray play wasn't taken back, I'll take it, I guess. Tie game. Killer says, don't complain about flags when Miles gets held every play. Dude, you were talking about the entire NFL right there, man. That is a desperate fucking response. You act like Garrett's the only player that on a defense that gets held. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Have you seen TJ Watt? Unreal, man. You Browns fans are fucking, it's comical, man. Leedy with the hashtag Sir Yacht paid the referees. I hate to see what this man's gonna do if, and I say if, the Browns end up winning this game. I think last year he was drinking water, contaminated water. Seriously, man, what the fuck is with these Browns fans? Garrett was being held. He was being held the whole time. What are you talking about, bitch? You know how many defensive players in this league get held every single play? They just don't call them. Ah, this guy. I can't even respond to you, bro. Because now you're just trolling. Watt gets manhandled. Leedy says he said he's going to jump in the Ohio River. That doesn't surprise me. He's going to come out with an STD and more. Probably 4 legs. Killer, you know, I gotta ask you something though. I know you're not blind, okay, because you can definitely read and see everything in the chat. Why are you here? Do you not see what's around me, what's on my shoulder here? This is a Steelers channel. Why are you here? Don't the Browns fan base have people that do watch parties on YouTube? Is there not a Browns streamer you can probably go hang out and watch? I mean, I'm just trying to like me personally, I don't go view Browns videos. Like I don't go to Browns YouTubers. I don't go to Ravens YouTubers. I don't go to Bengals YouTubers. Even some, believe it or not, there is a couple guys that I do personally. I think they're pretty good YouTubers, but I don't go to their content because I'm a Steelers fan. Pretty much, Austin. Anyways, Baker Mayfield here, 1st and 10 for the Browns. Baker's going to hand it off to Chubb, and the Steelers defense stepping up here on this play, stopping Chubb before he can get anything. Bro, Killer. A moderator handled that. A bell got rid of his ass. He says because your team is trash and they will clown your team. What? What? And another Brown down on the field, man. This team's suffering a lot of injuries this season. We talked about that in the preview. Holy shit, that's a long list. K-Dog says Big Ben is washed. I mean, you guys wait to the guy's end of his career to talk shit. It's comical. It's literally comical, man. You wait till a guy's near 40 at the end of his career and you're here talking shit. Austin said, who is a fan of a team that has shit brown as their main color? Oh my goodness. Trey, what's going on? He says these Browns fans have no class. What's going on, Trey? How you doing today, bro? Steel Twin says it took you for Ben to be 38 years old to beat him in Hines. You beat an old man. Y'all pathetic. This is funny. K-Dog says Tom hits 40 and he just won a Super Bowl, so what's your point? Here's my point. The difference between Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger is Ben Roethlisberger's been absolutely wrecked throughout his career due to his play style, whereas Tom Brady is more of a traditional pocket passer. That is the difference. Tom Brady has not taken hits and punishment and suffered injuries like Big Ben has over his course of his career. And more importantly, they're two different quarterbacks, two different people. It's very documented that Tom Brady takes care of his body in a way most players don't. And there's really no comparison between the two quarterbacks whatsoever. But of course, a Browns fan, not surprising to me, is relying on another team's player to make a point. Because you guys have no fucking legendary players. And that's just the honest to God truth. And by legendary, I mean more modern. Not going back to the fucking dinosaur ages. Anyways, Baker Mayfield goes downfield, overthrows his receiver. The difference between him and Ben Roethlisberger, they both overthrow receivers, is Ben's had plenty of good fucking seasons in his career. Your quarterback, who's still young, overthrows receivers by a mile. Look at your television. Holy shit. Bleezy makes another good point about Tom Brady. He's always had great teammates around him. That is no secret. When Ben had Antonio Brown, let's talk about those years. But of course, y'all's argument is, well, that was then. Yet you're harping on 2020. You're talking about the 2020 playoffs where you bums beat us and then lost the next fucking week. Jesus. And Baker with another shitty pass there to a wide open man. And the Browns are going to be forced to punt here. 4th and 10. Steel Twin says the Browns beat us once and can't get over it. But we still beat y'all. We beat y'all for how many fucking decades, bro? What is your point? Our dick's bigger than yours. What is your point, K-Dog? You beat us once in a playoff game. That is your Super Bowl. Your quarterback was begging your fan base to show up today. Steelers Nation doesn't need to be begged. We show up 24/7. Holy shit. This isn't even a comparison, bro. Holy hell, man. This is nuts. I'll tell you what, man. Out of all the Steelers YouTubers, I deserve better trolls. I do. Because these guys fucking suck. Y'all are so bad, all y'all got is what? All right, well, you stick around, all right? You stick around for the rest of this game, please. Fucking quarterback was tweeting last night. Come on, guys, please show up and be loud when they're in the field. But when we're in the field, can you please be quiet? So I can focus. Please. Thanks. My goodness. The Hawk says, let it go. Not worth the time. Man, I like entertaining it. I like being entertaining. Oh, boy. Bleezy says Baker, a commercial actor. He's already working on his post-career talents, man. He's already ready for post-football. Local band says, K-Dog, shut your damn mouth. You look stupid. Your team 2020 to finally beat us. Sad that you forgot how many top first picks your team's gotten to finally beat the Steelers. Bro, it's not even funny at this point. It's really not. It's pathetic. Yo, the Hawk, man, you never said truer words right there, bro. 0-16, what a record. I dared the Steelers to go that bad. First and 10 for the Steelers. Ben drops back looking. He's going to go down the field and just overshoots Deontay Johnson on the right side of the field. Bleezy says, does he delete his own messages? No, I got moderators handling that. Listen, man, I say this every week, too. The opponent's fan base is always welcome on the channel. Just don't be stupid, man. Don't say stupid shit like these two clowns. Seriously. Second and 10 for the Steelers. Ben tosses it to Najee Harris, who's going to get caught in the backfield, throws a man off, and is finally tackled by 3 players. I remember, Alex. The Fiend says, my cat says hello, Just Blaze. Hey, what's going on? It's Tupac, right? Is that Tupac you're referring to? Ben, 3rd and 13 after that. Ben looks, pump fakes, throws it out to Claypool, who gets swarmed, and we got a flag on the field. And it's going to be a holding call. Obviously declined, and the Steelers are going to punt the ball back to the Browns. Because 3rd and 13, the team decided to do a screenplay. That was the best option they had. Oh, boy. Fourth and 10. Under 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Steelers punt the ball. My goodness, almost all the way down to the 20-yard line that was. Steelers are starting to cook up a little bit here. Maybe not on offense, but I'm seeing some spark of life there on the special teams, and I like it. I like the aggressiveness. Steel Cannon says offensive line collapsed on that drive. Yeah, they got their ass kicked on that one. Trey says good punt. That was a hell of a punt, man. Holy hell. Now, I do believe the win there is pretty, it's pretty crazy. Viewer says we need to trade Ebron and Ingram for offensive linemen. Man, that would be a great. That would be great. I would actually be even willing to get rid of Turner, man. I'm not big on the guy. I say get rid of all three of those players, make some adjustments. And for the love of God, can we get Zach Banner back? Dude, like, seriously, let's see what he's capable of doing for once. Lady says, wait, when is trade deadline? Did it pass yet? I don't think it's passed yet. It's coming up. Trey says a Minka pick is still pending. We are waiting on it. I would love to see that right now. We need that right now to get this tide going. Second half is going to prove to be interesting, that's for sure. Steel Twin says November 2nd. CBS reminding us that the Browns beat us in their Super Bowl last year in the 2020 playoffs. Killa follows up here. Tuesday is officially the trade deadline, so they would have to make a move fast. I just don't see it happening, if you want me to be honest. I think what you see is what we're going to get for the rest of the season. Steelers with another sack. Wormley's going to be credited there after the line absolutely demolished the Browns' offensive line there. And I'm just going to say it now for the Browns fans that are sitting here for whatever reason watching this live stream. Your quarterback's a pussy. Once that line collapses, he turns into a giant vagina and has no idea what to do with the ball. If your quarterback had our offensive line, he would probably have 20 picks by now, not even joking. 2nd and 15, Baker, once again pressured. His vagina tightens up and he overthrows his receiver again. UT Local Band says Zach Banner not playing. Unfortunately, he's not. Coming into this live stream, I was unsure, and unfortunately the news came out, yes, he is not playing today. So I don't know what to think about that. He was listed as inactive. Bleezy says, wow, with the laughing emoji. I'm just trying to see if you guys are awake here. 3rd and 15. Baker hits his receiver right in the chest. He drops it. 4th and 15. So much like the Steelers on their last drive, the Browns replicate what we did offensively. TJ Black says, is Nick Chubb playing? As of now, he's on the field, but it's almost like he's not playing at all. So Austin says, hell yeah, Baker is. He is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. Couldn't agree more, bro. You're kidding me. They're going to call a flag here. They're going to say roughing the punter. Is that what we're getting? Man, there's going to be a fumble on the play by the Steelers. I don't even know what to think of this whole thing here. We did recover the ball. I think that was Justin Lane. Yep, they're going to call running into the kicker. Austin says, I will take Zach Wilson over Baker. Yeah, viewer, that's why I got quiet. I'm kind of confused. They declined the penalty. I don't know. Probably because of where the ball was. They didn't want to bother with re-kicking it again. TJ Black Gaming says, I don't know why you have Chubb out there if you're not going to use him. Well, they are using him. It's just he's not doing what I thought he would do in this game. We're currently at a commercial break. And for the first time this season, I think I'm actually going to have to step away to take a piss break. Wow. Yeah, Leedy says, I thought running into the kicker was an automatic first down. That's why I'm kind of confused. I'm trying to look it up. I don't know why they declined. Local band says Browns fans don't have someone to watch for watch parties with it showing. Okay, Young Ver saves us all from embarrassment and says running into the kicker is 5 yards. That explains it. That's why they declined that penalty. Because re-kicking the ball would have been a little bit more risky. First and 10 for the Steelers offense. Ben under center. Ben, play action, double play action, then tosses it out to Najee Harris, who tries to do some college hurdling. Gets 3 yards there. I think Harris is starting to realize that jumping over people isn't really something that's going to work out as often as it did in college. Second and 7 for the Steelers. Ben once again under center. He's going to hand it off to Najee Harris, who tumbles his way for a first down and more. And that's what I want to see right there. And Dan Moore, how about Dan Moore on that play there? Very good blocking by him. Probably could have been called for holding there, I got to be honest, but gets away with it. As you guys know, holding is pretty much on every single play in the NFL. Local band says, nice run, Najee. Very good run. Okay, Young Vera says it would have had to have been roughing the kicker for it to be automatic 15. Toss play to Balaj, I believe, who's going to be stopped behind the line. I did see the Jackson Mahomes thing. He's a fucking clown. You guys should follow me on Twitter, man, at JB from 412. Twitter, for whatever reason, has been kind of suppressing my tweets, but follow me on there because I do tweet about things. And that was one of them a few weeks back. Plus, I'm trying to get my followers up on Twitter, man. Again, that's at JB from 412. Ben drops back, tosses it out to, I think James Washington. Holy shit, that's a unicorn. Gets about 4 to 5 yards on that. Ben, 3rd and 9, drops back. He's going to find a wide open Deontay Johnson on the sideline for a first down. 3 minutes, 34 seconds here in the second quarter. Johnson for the first is Leedy. First and 10. Ben sends McLeod in motion, who's going to take the handoff, and he's going to toss it to Claypool. And Claypool's getting massive yardage here down the right side of the field, runs out of bounds. So that's another first down for Claypool. So that was a reverse jet sweep there. Big play Clay, says the Fiend. Yeah. Another handoff here to Najee Harris with some good yards, as the Steelers are now moving down freely down the field, and we are officially under 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Austin says it best, man. Let's get a damn touchdown here. You're damn right. Let's go. Twin said it earlier, man. Canada's really showing off in this game, and I'm loving it. They need to keep that up. Ben sends a man in motion. Another handoff to Najee Harris, who fights his way for a first down. You know, one thing I remember seeing from Najee Harris before the season started, and I was just thinking about this, the way he just went down kind of scared me, right? Najee Harris likes to flex himself in awkward situations, and I think he's been doing that for years to avoid injury. It's just something that popped in my head when I saw that, because that looked a little scary right there, the way his knee got twisted as he was getting tackled. But he apparently puts himself in awkward positions to avoid injury, and I think we saw that right there. Steel Twin says Najee is a grown-ass man. Bleezy, I agree, man. They got to keep feeding Najee Harris the ball. I got to be honest. That first quarter, the Browns really drained the clock. But so far, offensively, I'm liking some of the things I'm seeing specifically from our run game. Passing, again, is still a little iffy in my book. Definitely a lot of work needs done there. And I think some of it's actually the play calling. I don't know if it's Canada or if it's Ben. You know, just in regards to like the short passes, I want to see that kind of change. And I feel like they've gotten away from throwing it to the Freiermuth here in the second quarter, but I guess you don't really need to do that if Najee Harris is going to get us first downs. Trey Young says Taco has a sack. That's news to me. Taco is playing, though. Steel Twin says props to Canada so far. I will be pulling up the stats here for you guys before we head out to a halftime break. In fact, let me get that set up now. Trey says Taco's playing well so far, filling in for Ingram. Sponsored by Progressive. And they're showing us that 8K camera right there. Leedy's saying Bengals 14-7 over the Jets. Burrow hits Jamar for a touchdown in the red zone. So there's the update there. Thank you, Leedy, for providing that. 2-minute warning now. Steelers, Ben drops back, looking, pump fakes, rolls. Doesn't make a good play there to Deontay Johnson. Ben and Deontay Johnson nod to each other, aware that they weren't really in sync on that one. That's going to bring up second down now for the Steelers. Oh my goodness. How did Ben miss Deontay Johnson? Oh my God. My goodness, Ben. That's what I'm referring to right there as far as Ben. He's got to clean that stuff up. 2nd and 10. Ben drops back. Looking, and he's going to get sacked. And that's going to be Myles Garrett. You knew that was going to come eventually. Tell you what, for that to be the first sack for Garrett in this game, Moore has been holding his own for the most part, considering he's a rookie. We knew that was going to come. I mean, nobody in chat can be surprised that Garrett got a sack on Ben. I mean, come on. Would have been nice if he didn't, but TJ Black says, JB, happy Halloween. Sending love to you and your family, and right back at you, bro. Right back at you. In fact, much love to everybody in chat today, man. I appreciate every one of you guys that tune in. Even though sometimes, again, I hate harping on it, but I'm aware that I come off negative, more specifically this season than last. And it's just because I like to be honest with you guys. I like to give you guys my honest thoughts, regardless of how it could be taken. Ben's going to hand it off to Najee Harris, who runs down to the 10-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So the Steelers are going to settle for a field goal here, apparently. CJ says another letdown in the red zone. Yeah, that's 14 points now, potentially, that the Steelers left on the field, and they're going to have to settle for another field goal attempt here. So bring out the Boz. Let's get a Boz chant going in the chat here. The Wizard of Boz, man. Having a very good season thus far. Knock on wood. Not jinx the man now. 4th and 9. Should be a very easy attempt here. I definitely think there is some wind issues down there. I could be wrong. 1 of 1 in the game. Last one was from 31. They're going to do a trick play. Oh, no. Boswell. The Steelers ran a fake field goal. I don't understand that. And Boswell's down. I think he got hit on that play. I think Boswell should have hit Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth is still down. So the Steelers throw away a lead here going into halftime. And that may just be one of the most bizarre calls I've ever seen from Mike Tomlin. Oh my goodness, Boswell took a nasty hit. I think Boss should have went for Pat Freiermuth at the least. He would have avoided getting hit like that. Bill says now they get our kicker hurt. I think they're going to take him to the side or to the back now. And now the Browns fans are breaking out in a Pittsburgh sucks chant. Oh, bro, man, if that ain't the question of the day, probably the week right there, why would you not have Harvin throw it, who has a history of doing that? Browns dump it off. Baker Mayfield did get tackled by Watt in the end zone there. Would have been a safety if Watt had got to him a little sooner. Baker lasers one out to the right side of the field. They do have 1 minute and 13 seconds with one timeout remaining. So they're looking to reverse this and march down the field to get a field goal of their own. Oh, this is... Twins, I mean, exactly. Why didn't we just go for it if we were going to fake it? I guess they were trying to get the whole surprise, the element of surprise in football. Browns didn't fall for that whatsoever. I think the Steelers were trying to do a double surprise and it failed miserably. Because they had Harvin out there holding the ball. I don't know if he normally does that, but and TJ Watt gets a sack on Baker Mayfield, bringing up 2nd and 15. Oh, that one gets bounced off of a player there and goes incomplete. 3rd and 15 now for the Browns. Local band says another TJ sack. TJ Black says, hey, I hope Boswell, and speaking of Boswell, they just showed him there on the sideline. It says, I hope Boswell is okay, but I like the difference. Austin doesn't think Boswell's coming back. We'll see. So the Steelers are going to burn their first timeout. 32 seconds left here in the second quarter. 4th and 4 for the Browns. We need something here, man. If you're going to call a timeout, it better be to try to get something and not just run the clock, because my goodness. Austin says it looks like he may have a concussion. He was hit hard, bro. And now they're showing Boswell he's going to the back. I think you're right, though, because they're doing a lot of talking with him. I think they're trying to evaluate his condition. If he ends up being injured, that is going to be very disastrous for the team. Viewer says, can Harvin kick a field goal? I was actually literally just thinking that in my head. I imagine so. McLeod gets it. He's going up the left side of the field, runs out of bounds. 21 seconds left on the clock. Steelers have 2 timeouts. And it is a 3-3 game. We are in the midst of AFC North battle between 2 teams who've recently, really, I guess you could say, revived some kind of rivalry, although it's been one-sided for a long time. Local band says it would have been 6-3 right now. And as I said, I mean, they left 14 points on the field so far. Of course. Steelers kneel down, and they're going to take this to the halftime. What was the point, viewer says? That's, I mean, exactly. Like, what the... All right, I guess we're going to the half tied up 3-3 with the Cleveland Browns. I don't even know what to think right now. I really don't. I really don't, guys. Oh, boy. So before I take a break, I want to talk about some statistics here. so far in this game. And let's go ahead and let's get a refresh here. Let's make sure these stats are accurate. Ben Roethlisberger, 9 for 14, 73 yards. That's not going to cut it. No touchdowns, no picks. No picks being really good. Look at this staggering thing here. 2 sacks. He's been sacked twice, and he's been pressured 11 times. And Najee Harris, 10 carries, 50 yards. I really hope they go back to running Najee Harris in the second half. And then from a receiver standpoint, Deontay Johnson leading the way with only 2 receptions, 25 yards. So the offense in one half, very mediocre. But on the other side of the ball there, you look at Baker Mayfield, he's 10 for 17. And he has 107 yards. Nick Chubb, 6 carries, 20 yards. So honestly, in the first half, the Browns have kind of gotten away from what potentially could have been one of the keys to their game, which is their run game. They really haven't done very well there. In fact, they have 40 total yards on the ground all overall versus the Steelers, who are sitting at 75. And then from a defensive standpoint, if I can pull that up here, Joe Schobert having a silent game. He has 5 total tackles, 3 solo. As you guys know, TJ Watt, he's 4 total tackles, 2 solo, and he has 1.5 sacks, splitting with Cameron Hayward there. So going into the second half, you guys, while I'm gone, you can come down with your thoughts and opinions on everything we've seen so far. I'm going to go ahead and say the Steelers need to do better from a passing standpoint. They need to continue to run the ball. Defense has to continue getting pressure on Baker Mayfield and be ready just in case they go to the run in the second half. But we got to continue to get pressure on Baker, and the secondary needs to make a big, big play for us to win this game. Bleezy says, how's Najee? I think Najee's doing very well. And Adam says, get Muth and Najee the ball. I love that idea. I think we should do it. That said, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here and get a piss break, for the love of God. Holy crap, man. And I will be back within 10 minutes. Don't you guys go anywhere.
Rivers run dry, dust spreads in the air. 2 dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing through this debate. Start a riot. When they love you too much, know it's fake, or even hate. Don't be scared if the weight paralyzes your state at the gate. No, it's a lot to take in. It's designed to know when, don't wait. Don't be scared when the weight paralyzes your state at the gate.
Have you ever felt gross or maybe a little unseemly while watching the Steelers or perhaps any other Pittsburgh sports teams? Pirates. Well, SteelYingers.com is just for you. Steel Yingers is back and now a clothing line and merch shop where you can shop for hats, t-shirts, including the long-awaited Run the Ball t-shirt, and even stickers such as these. Now, these are just a few items listed, and there's plenty more you can buy right now and in the future. Some classics such as Big Play Clay, Thank You Miami, and It's Jagoff Season, all of which are freshly designed, but you'll also happen to find all new exclusive Steel Twins, Just Blaze 412, and Gross Gang merchandise. New merch, new designs, new shop, new home. SteelYingers.com. Get your merch today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 3-3 game tied up in Cleveland as we are waiting for the third quarter to begin. the second half to get underway. Steelers so far, a little iffy. There is some positives, which we discussed before we went to the halftime break. Damn thing popping up on my screen here. Defensively, same story, honestly. And I think the score reflects that. Being tied up at the halftime does not surprise me one bit. So this game obviously will be decided in the second half. And I think the Steelers defense is going to play a much bigger role than the offense. And that's just the honest to God truth. If we're going to win this game, we need defense to step it up big time. Before the break, Leedy said Browns fans are scumbags for chanting Pittsburgh sucks when Boswell got hurt. Classless piece of shits. Couldn't agree more. So it does look like Boswell is potentially not going to be coming back. Very stupid call by the Steelers and Mike Tomlin, more specifically. You know, I've been saying that Tomlin kind of goes against what he's always said, living in his fears or not living in his fears. And in that case, I guess he wasn't, but probably was better that he did. As the Twins mentioned, why not just go for it instead of doing a fake field goal? And now Percy Harvin is more than likely going to be taking over Boswell's position. Now, one positive as the kickoff begins here for the second half is the Steelers are getting the ball back. In fact, Ray McLeod returning right now, using his speed and gets past the 25-yard line. There it is, Boswell being evaluated for concussion. Tomlin's response to the decision is he wants to be aggressive, and he plans on doing so here in the second half. 1st and 10. Ben's going to hand it off to Najee Harris, who right out of the gate is going to get about 3 to 4 yards here on that carry. So Harvin is not a kicker. If you're worried about that, there's your answer. If you've been wondering, he is not a kicker. For those who are watching TV, I know you probably already heard that. 5 yards, says Leedy. Yeah, I'm still working on getting that. I don't know how the commentary team does it, but 5-yard carry for Najee Harris. And Ben with a very bad throw. These are the moments right here where it pisses me off. And Ben's screaming his heart out right now. Ben drops back looking and almost throws an interception. Unfucking real. I don't know what the hell Ben's thinking. What a stupid decision by our veteran quarterback. Ben is looking at Deontay Johnson, who's going to come on a cross route, but there's literally 3 players there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm really going to just refrain from saying what I really want to say right now about Ben, because holy shit, man. Unreal for Ben to do that. And of course, we have a flag as the NFL here is brewing another commercial break to torture us with here. And we are now officially in the Flag Bowl. It's going to be against the Browns. Illegal block in the back. Well, TJ Black Gaming says Ben has left the chat. I mean, holy shit, man. Steel Twin says SOS. I love it. SOS, man. What was that? So, second down, Ben underthrows his receiver pretty badly and then goes into a fucking outrage. I assume to get the team back at the line of scrimmage to try to catch the Browns off guard, and ends up almost throwing an interception. I mean, Ben's decision making there was just absolutely terrible. King says screw ads, man. I say that every time I get on YouTube. Danielle, what is going on? She says, what is going on, Steelers Nation? What is going on, Danielle? Hopefully your weekend has been very good. Local band says, can't believe that the offense has to rely on the defense to get a turnover. That's been the case all season, even going back to, the last part of 2020. Steel Cannon says, I want to see a pick here, man. I want to see something to get this momentum back on our side, because holy shit. Got to be honest, man. The shirt's kind of fitting today. This team is gross, even though this is for the Pirates. I think I'm going to make this team is gross shirts for every team in Pittsburgh right now. By the way, you can get this shirt on steelyenzers.com. Link is in the banner section of my channel, and I do believe it's down in the description if you want to support the channel. Not to mention the Steel Twins merch is on there as well. Definitely consider doing so. Pretty much the majority of my clothing in this house is my own merch. And if it's not that, it's Steelers merch or Penguins merch. 1st and 10 for the Browns. What a disaster from the Steelers offense. That was absolutely bad. And here we go. Nick Chubb running almost 20 some yards there. There's going to be a flag on the pay. These flags are getting ridiculous now. Wow, holding on the defense. Didn't see that coming. And they're showing Butler right now, who looks like he just shit his diaper on the sideline. So Nick Chubb and the Browns do exactly what I said before the halftime. They're going to come out running the ball, which I do believe is going to be their strategy going into this second half and throughout it. I will not be surprised if they run the ball a shit ton in these next two quarters. 1st and 10 at the 40 for the Browns. Another handoff to Nick Chubb, who runs into a pile of players and gets nowhere. That's going to be called dead. Steel Cannon says, I like the aggressiveness, just hate the play call. Local band says, how was holding on the defense? It's a run play. I don't know, bro. I have the same questions you do and no answers. Baker hits a wide open man across the middle, and he's going to gouge the Steelers defense for a lot. And that was Landry. 15 yards there for the Browns. And that was TJ Watt, who got absolutely wrecked there. Definitely not Watt's strong suit at all. Leave it to Butler to put TJ Watt in coverage. Baker drops back, looks, finds another wide open man, number 88, down the sideline. Minka there to push the player out of bounds, or force him out, I should say. Steel Twin says, I hate this coaching staff. And it's not fun times to be a Steelers fan right now. You've been paying attention throughout the week, and I should say the weeks. Probably not surprising to you what's happening right now in this game. But 1st and 10. Another handoff to Nick Chubb, who runs a couple guys over here, gets a few yards. And then, yeah, we all feel this way right now. We all feel this way right now. And I guess it was eventually going to happen, but let's try to stay level-headed. It is still a 3-3 game, and we have plenty of football to play in these next 2 quarters. Game's far from over yet. Second and 6. Baker finds another wide open man. And a big chunk of the grass came up there. I mean, that was huge. Holy crap. Another first down for the Browns. Trey says, depressing game, man. Yeah, honestly, though, for me personally, it's been like that all season. Even in that Bills game, I remember just thinking, not sure how I feel about it yet. TJ Watt's going to get hit with a face mask here. TJ's saying he grabbed him by the shoulder pads. We'll see here on the replay. It was indeed the shoulder. It was not a face mask. It was no face mask whatsoever. And of course, Browns fans are fucking idiots and they're booing because they want a face mask call on a shoulder grab. But nonetheless, 2nd and goal for the Browns. Oh my God, Johnson, the guy who we talked about in the preview video, just scored the Browns' first touchdown in the game. Local Bands says, oh my God, this team. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, motherfuckers have been calling me out all season because of my attitude towards this team. I would like to welcome some of you to the party first and foremost. And more importantly, this season is really going to tell the true story of who's a fan of this team and who isn't. Because I'm going to warn you guys right now, I ain't going nowhere. I am going to come here every week as long as I can and do content. And the extra point is good. 10-3 now. Steelers offense is going to have to find a way to respond here. Defense apparently is nowhere to be found. The local band says, just like that, easy drive. Yeah, they ran the ball down our throats pretty much that entire drive. And then, of course, they had a few passes where, players were just wide open. No effort there whatsoever. Lorenzo says, fuck this. No, but seriously, man, it's really going to test some Steelers fans' commitment to the team. We've been good for so long that I think some of us, not myself, but some of us are probably going to be in for a rude awakening. You're damn right, Danielle. Danielle says not going nowhere. Steelers fan for life. These colors don't run, man. They definitely don't. But it's going to be tough. Now, of course, this game's not over. We know that. We still have a chance to come back here. But it kind of goes into what I was saying about that Seahawks game where we barely won that one. If it wasn't for TJ Watt and his clutch performance there, I don't think we would have pulled out a win. And this is what I was referring to when I said that game is kind of the blueprint for the Steelers not being as good as people thought they were. Austin says, I love the Steelers, but damn, this offense is hard to watch. I don't know how we went backwards with the whole move to Canada. I mean, yeah, the offensive line has changed dramatically since last season, but I don't know, man. Local band says, people wanted Baker to play. Well, there you go. That's what I was trying to say, man. Everyone, again, you should have saw it last night in the Steel Twins chat. A lot of guys were calling me negative and saying I complain too much, which is news to me because, it's literally out there for people to look. Go back to last season. Did I sound negative then? I just call things for what they are. If the team's playing like shit, I'm going to talk about it. If they're playing good, you're going to get videos like last year on the channel. It's not like the Steelers are playing very well and I'm being negative. I'm just calling the things out the way I see it. I think some people are just in denial about the team. Austin says, you call it out and aren't a homer. I really try to take pride in that, man. And McLeod's going to take that one out just past the 20-yard line. Steel Candace is not giving up on the game. It's still 10-3. You're damn right. You're damn right. We still have plenty of football to play here. But I think a lot of us are just frustrated because we're so used to beating up the Browns, man. We're not playing Steelers football. I mean, yes, we could probably squeeze out a win still in this game, but this isn't the Steelers football that we're accustomed to. And I think it's worth noting that or mentioning it. Ben drops back, dumps it off to, I believe, Pat Freiermuth. No, that's going to be Gentry. And he's going to get a yard or two. This style of football that we're seeing on television right now, this is not going to win us a playoff game. This is not going to take us to that whole 7th Super Bowl. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. We're not getting a 7th Lombardi with this kind of football. We're just not. If you honestly think what you're seeing on TV right now, down, a few months from now, is going to take the Steelers to the promised land, you're delusional. You just are. 3-yard gain for Harris, bringing up a quick 3rd down already. Nice toast. What's going on, bro? He says you can be a diehard Steelers fan and not sugarcoat stuff. Let him be. Let's go Blaze. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Because I definitely had some people drop off the channel because I've been speaking honestly about the team and not, catering to people's egos. But it is 3rd and 5 for the Steelers. Ben going to drop back. He's looking. He's going to go deep. Finds a wide open Deontay Johnson on the right side of the field. And if you want a positive as far as throwing the ball, Deontay Johnson has had some pretty good plays so far in the game. First and 10. Ben hands it off to Najee Harris. One positive about Najee Harris, too. He's hard to bring down. You like to see it. 2nd and 8. Yeah, Lorenzo says some people don't like the truth. Well, good. You know, the good news for them, though, the kind of people that don't like the truth, there's plenty of Steelers content creators now on YouTube. Since the pandemic, it's been, it's become cool now to do YouTube videos. And because of that, people can find their kind of, I guess, content creator that they like and enjoy. So there is the beauty there. There's choices. Ben throws it down to Deontay Johnson, who drops the ball there. I think Newsome actually made a good defensive play there. 3rd and 8 for the Steelers. Once again, another 3rd down upon us. Steel Twin says being real is being negative, I guess. Yeah, and I got to be honest, man. Not going to lie to you. It kind of bothers me that some people put me in that boat that I'm negative when, I mean, look at your TV right now, folks. 3rd and 8. Ben takes the snap, drops back, dumps it off to, is that Benny Snell? Well, either way, there's going to be 4th and 1 here, and I'm trying to tell. I can't tell if they're going to go for it or not. Classic Steeler moment here would be having Ben just, I mean, that's a long yard. That's a long yard, if I'm being honest. Holy crap. They're going I for him. Brown stacking the box. They're going to hand it off to, I think we got the first. Ah, we did. We got the first down. So Harris fights for the first down. First and 10 for the Steelers after that. And that's why you draft Najee, says Steel Twins. High snap. Oh, my God, from Ben. And he's going to throw it out to Claypool, who gets another Steelers first down. And as Leedy says, that's 16 for the Ben to Claypool connection. Danielle says, this is my first live stream. Definitely coming back for the rest of the season. I appreciate you. I really do. Really, really do. I'm going to be adding even more content to the channel when I start doing the Penguin streams again on the channel, which I announced earlier. Another handoff here to Najee Harris for about a yard or two. Maybe just a yard, but yeah, we're going to go back to doing the Penguins content on here. And I know most people subscribe for Steelers stuff, but I'm a Pittsburgh sports guy. I like all 3 teams. And just doing 3 separate channels has proven to be a little costly for me because I do pay for the music and stuff that I pay or play on the channel. It just makes more sense for me to do everything on one single channel and not have to worry about multiple channels and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys still support me with that decision. Ben drops back, 2nd and 8. Oh, good job by Freiermuth, who's running down the left side of the field for a first down. Let's get some youths going in the chat. Gavin says hockey as well. Yes, I've been doing hockey, Penguins hockey content on a separate channel, which we reached 40 subscribers over there. The problem is, I had to cancel a few streams this week and I wasn't able to kind of tell people about it. And again, I'm paying extra money per month for the music license. It just doesn't make sense to do it on a separate channel at this point. And yeah, I will be doing Pirates content as well, so that's going to be interesting. Beautiful pass to Deontay Johnson on the left side of the field there. 2nd and 6 for the Steelers. King says they cooking. We needed this. Browns Newsome is down right now. Doesn't look like it's going to be a serious injury for the Browns. As you guys know, they've it's been a rough season for them in regards to injuries. And once again, the Browns fans are breaking out in a Pittsburgh sucks chance. Even though their team's only up by 7 right now. They're leading by 7 points, and they're pretending as if they're, dominating us. Let's be clear right now. I talk about being honest. This is literally the battle of the mediocre right now in the AFC North. And yes, that could change, and I hope it does. But, man, Browns fans are the most delusional, ignorant. You can throw any kind of word in there. They're just horrible people, man. I hated Bengals fans for so long, but I think the Browns fans are definitely taking they're taking the top of the line there. The Hawk wants more Muth, man. He wants more cow Muth. I think, what do you guys think, man? You think we should get a new emoji for next week? The whole Muth thing? You think we should get that going? I know not many people here are actually JBN members, but for those who are JBN members, would you guys love to get a Muth emoji? Unfortunately, I would love to just continue adding more, but we need more people to hit the join button for that to happen. Steel Twin says yes. They're voting yes for that. Danielle with the positive energy says, let's tie this game up. Steel City Watt, what's going on, bro? He says, feed Najee. Najee's having a pretty good game. In fact, what's he at now? Let's look. Let's see what Najee is sitting at now. 15 carries for 62 yards. I mean, he's kind of on the right path to get 100 yards. But I'd like to see this section right here, this little 0 here. I want to see this change fairly quickly here. All right, let's get back there, back from the commercial. Ben, 2nd and 6. And they're going to hand it off to Najee Harris, and Harris is going to dive for a touchdown. Let's go. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I just literally asked for it, and Najee said, oh, Just Blazed asked me to score a touchdown. Let me run it and fly in the air like Superman. And we now have potentially a tie game pending the extra point. Oh, my goodness. What a thing of beauty right there. Look at the fucking idiot Browns fans jumping up and down. And no kicker, so the Steelers are going to go for 2. They're going to go into I form and break out of that with an audible. Oh, boy, this is scary shit right here. Ben looking. Ben's going to take it for himself. It goes in for 2. Let's go. There is a flag on the play for whatever reason. Oh, my goodness. This referee crew sucks, man. I think they're going to call this back. Unfucking real, bro. Unfucking real. They're going to call this on green. Holding on green. Keep in mind, folks, this is one of those penalties that... This is one of those penalties that could literally be called every single play. So we are now not only facing off against the refs or the Browns, we're facing off against the refs. And you guys know I don't normally say that. But in this game, it just seems a little one-sided to me. So they're going to take that back. It should be 11-10, and we're back to 9-10. And the Steelers are still going to go for it here. And now I'm even more worried. And Leedy, once again, with the hashtag, yacht paid the refs. I'm starting to really think he did, bro. Ben drops back, looking, and he's going to get hit as he tried to dump it out to Deontay Johnson, which honestly wouldn't have really done much. So now the Steelers still losing 10-9 thanks to the referees making a fucking terrible call. And we got some jawing back and forth with Ben Roethlisberger. Austin says, see, if Tomlin didn't get the kicker hurt, we would be tied. Yeah, but also, dude, I mean, you got to look at the realistic view here. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think the referees definitely, I can't believe I'm saying this. I think they're favoring the Browns right now. You call a fucking holding penalty there? It's not a secret, bro. Literally, holding is almost on every single play in the NFL. That is one of the easiest calls to make, and you do it there. And Bleezy says, Ben and Dan were doing some talking there. Absolutely. This game is starting to get chippy. Oh, no. I have no idea what he was thinking there with that kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. That's going to give the Browns good field position. So now we are down by 1. Steel Twin says, never mind, Harvin just fucked up the kickoff. Oh boy, man. Oh boy. 1st and 10 for the Browns, and they are already at the 40-yard line. This is a disaster. They're going to hand it off to Chubb, and what a read by Sutton. Sutton fires off, gets the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12 now. So I'm hoping this is a sign that the Steelers have adjusted to the run game, because that is really going to be crucial. I honestly feel like if the Steelers find a way to kind of keep the middle of the field from getting open while still being true to the pass rush, and also, I don't know how they can do it, but find a way to stop the run. Just recognize the plays, maybe. Because I'm telling you, get pressure on Baker. You get pressure on Baker, it's just, he's not going to be able to get anything done. And Hayden there with a great play defensively as he shakes his finger, no, to the Browns crowd. Joe Hayden siding right there. We love our Joe Hayden here in Pittsburgh, man. One of the greatest things the Browns did for this franchise. 3rd and 12 now for the Browns. This is where the Steelers really need to come up. Steelers playing well off the receivers here. And the Browns are going to be a yard short of a 1st down here, so 4th down. Dallas says if we get a few good plays, the refs will step in. It's been that way this game. Again, I don't like doing that, but I think the Browns are going to go for it here. 4th and 1. Can TJ Watt step up like he did last week against the Seahawks? Brown sent a man in motion. I think they're running the ball here. And the Browns are just going to take the penalty there. The Browns try to get the Steelers to jump off sides. Did not work. And they're going to take a delay of game penalty, which now they will be punting the ball. Right now, the Browns and Steelers, they're playing chess. Here, let's get some positive vibes going here. It is 9-10. The Steelers got absolutely ripped there from the referees. It should be 11-10. But one important thing is I feel like, and you add into what the defense just did here by stopping the Browns, I think it just built some confidence for the Steelers offense. And now Ben's pissed after that exchange. It was not touched. What are the Browns seeing out there? Fucking idiots. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. See right there, a guy's holding his shoulder pads. Local band says touchdown are a must every drive now. I agree. We know that's not going to happen, though. But I do think that the Steelers did gain some momentum from the Browns on that last drive, despite what happened there. Najee with the beautiful touchdown, diving over the line. And then, of course, even though that play got called back by the referees, the go for 2 was definitely the right move in my book, considering Boswell's not in there. We definitely need a score here for sure. But I think the momentum is on our side. Not to mention, Ben looked pretty pissed off, and that offensive line is going to play even more aggressive now, I think, for the rest of this game. So there is some positives to this. Not always negative. Lee says, we got to score here, man. We got to score here. Danielle says, we need to score. We ain't done yet. It is not over. It is not over. In fact, we have 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the third period, which means we also have a whole nother quarter to play. And it is a very, very, very close game. So Lee says he pushed Lane into the ball if he did touch it. I don't think he did, though. I definitely don't. Dallas says chuck it, try to get past get interference. We haven't seen that yet. Steel Twin says keep pounding the rock and spread the ball. That's where they need to improve. They're already doing a good job with the run. But we need them to start stretching the field a little bit too. Start testing that those cornerbacks on the outside with Claypool. Steel Cannon says at least drive down the field every drive so defense can rest. Yeah, we can't settle for 3 and outs, man. And we can't settle for like third down failures either. Lee says if we win my victory lap title, Steelers trick or treat Browns. Sounds good to me, bro. Ben with a high pass to Gentry, who's going to get a first down and more. And me and the Twins were talking about Gentry's improvement over the years, surprising a lot of us. And there you saw right there. Steel Twin says trade Ebron. Gentry is looking good today. And there's a run there. I actually didn't get to see it. I was looking at chat. I assume that was Najee Harris, though. 2nd and 7 for the Steelers now. 1 minute to go in the third. Hey, the Fiend, I do it too, bro. I always confuse Gentry from youth. But again, I like what we got from the tight ends right now, and I think Ebron will be great trade value for the Steelers with Tuesday approaching. So here we go. Ben gonna play action there. He hits Najee Harris. Najee Harris using his strength, and he's gonna go for a lot more as he gets a Steelers first down. Beautiful stiff arm there by Najee Harris. I love his stiff arm, man. Week in and week out, he has shown how good that is for him, his skill set. Most running backs that we've seen on this roster over the years, they allow that. Najee Harris with a nice little hit at the end there. I love the aggressiveness. We need to play pissed off. That's what we need to do the rest of this game. Ben hands it off to Najee once again, who pounds for another pretty good gain. The bell. Oh man, he says Najee is like, get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off me. I love that aggressiveness at the end. Lee says Najee is going to get that 100 I talked about earlier. I think you're right, man. Last I checked, he was at 75. He's got to be very close, if not. Let's see. Hold on a minute. This says 78. That can't be right. Now it went back down to 73, so I don't know. Thought he was at... Oh, it was the total team. I'm an idiot. So officially, though, we are at 102 yards as a unit on the ground. 78 yards officially for Najee Harris, though. So, yeah, he's approaching that. And he has the touchdown. Steelers 63, what's going on? He says, let's ride Najee to the end zone. Win for Boz. Hell yeah, bro. Daniel follows up with that. Win for Boswell, the Wizard of Boz. If you guys haven't already done so, definitely don't forget to hit the like button on the channel. If you're not subscribed, I don't know, consider doing it. Definitely consider doing so. We stream every single weekend. All Steelers games, unless, of course, something comes up. So far this year, we've been doing very well in that regard. Streaming almost every single game that I can. As far as Penguins go, I do plan on trying to do 2 to 3 games a week in addition to all the other content. Unfortunately, I missed the Crosby. Well, I watched the Crosby game with the Twins the other night, or last night, I think it was. Crosby being back, that's an awesome thing, but we took a loss. And I do plan on streaming for the Flyers game this week. So you guys can expect that on the channel here sometime tonight. I'll be posting that up. Dallas says the refs are calling holding on the commercial. That's hilarious. Pittsburgh 412 says, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's get our physical identity back. Ground and pound. Takes us back to those Jerome Bettis days. One of my favorite all-time Steelers right there. And they're going to toss this out to Claypool, who unfortunately is, I think, just going to go back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now for the Steelers, 3rd and 5. Yeah, the Browns were ready for that one for sure. Ben hands it off to Najee Harris, and I believe he's going to get a first down. So the Steelers are starting to finally realize that giving Harris the ball on 3rd down is probably the right move. 1st and 10. Pay that man Harris. Let me tell you, man, he's living up to the hype now as the season is progressing. Ben takes the snap. Tries to throw the defense off by throwing to the outside, but he hands it off to Harris, who gets a few yards, if not a yard, I think. We do have a flag on the field. Surprise, surprise. We do have another flag, as Danielle says. Holding on the defense. It's going to be on Malik Jackson, the defensive tackle for the Browns. Update there, the Colts are now beating the Titans after scoring a touchdown. Very close game there, though. Officially in the fourth quarter now. 1st and 10. Ben hands it off to McFarland. We have a flag on the field, so we got to see what's going on here. I've never seen this many flags in a game, as Danielle just pointed out. Another flag. It's the Flag Bowl. Of course, holding on the offense, Kevin Dotson. Your lady is so consistent with it, man. He's so consistent with it. I like what Freiermuth did there in regards to blocking. Pop into the inside. James Washington in motion. Ben drops back. Hits a wide open Gentry, who gets a first down and more. Let's go. Number 81. How about it? How about it, man? Who the fuck wants Ebron after this? First and 10, Steelers take no time getting up there. Quick pass out to Claypool, who spins, makes a football move, and gets another first down. Down to what looks like the 1 yard line. And Claypool is jawing at the mouth now. You done pissed off the Steelers offense, and I like it. Ben, another handoff to Najee Harris, who is likely going to get back to the line here on that carry, bringing up 2nd and goal. Steelers 63 says Claypool is in beast mode right now. TJ Black, I love it, man. Century Gentry. This is probably one of the most positive weeks I've had in my mind. If you guys been waiting for it, well, here you go. The Steelers are finally utilizing the tight ends and the running back. And I like it. I really do. I hope they continue doing this. Ben under center, rolls out, looking. It's going to get tipped at the line, and he was looking for Freiermuth, who was very well covered there. I have to wonder if that would have been a touchdown, though, if it wasn't tipped by Walker. Or was it? I don't actually know. It wasn't Walker that tipped. It was tipped. I think that would have been a touchdown there. So 3rd and goal for the Steelers. You got a Browns fan who's red in the face. Looks like, nah, I ain't going to say it. I'll reserve my my thought there. But 3rd and goal here. Let's see what the Steelers do. Oh, my God. Ben is going to hold that one, and that should be pass interference. And you've got to be kidding me. They're going to do a no call on that. That was Deontay Johnson Ben was targeting there. TJ Black Gaming says go for it. And the Steelers are indeed going to go for it. It is only a 1 point game, so I'm not against this. But we need a touchdown here. Let's go. I just don't know how that wasn't pass interference, but nonetheless, 4th and goal for the Steelers. Ben's going to call a timeout. Steelers one says, fuck these refs. How's that not defensive pass interference? That's what I want to know. I think we're just going to settle for the field goal here from Harvin. What is the odds that Harvin, they try another fake here? Nope, Harvin's going back to the sideline. All right, Ben. Ben made a decision, apparently. This is his decision to make. This is a big, big down. I mean, it really doesn't get any bigger than this. I don't know what's going on here. Ben and Harris swapping place. Ben drops back, looking. And it's caught by Pat Freiermuth, but did he get his feet down? And it is. It's going to be a touchdown. And I don't want to say it, but he does a baby Gronk. He does a little baby Gronk impression there. I do believe that was a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. He caught it. The only question is we got to see on the replay. Did his feet go down? Because it was juggled. One-handed, and he gets both feet down. That is a touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. Browns fans can shut their fucking mouth for the time being. Unreal play, man. Unreal play by Pat Freiermuth. Oh, man, look at chat right now. Holy shit, you guys just blew up, and I apologize for the foul language for those who don't care for it. But welcome to the Just Blaze channel. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, Steelers Nation. I want to see you in the chat. And of course, we're going to go for 2. Ben's going to do a fade and just over the head of Deontay Johnson. That should have been a plate to Claypool there. So now it's going to be 15-10. Unreal Freiermuth, man. What a catch. What a catch by Freiermuth. Wow. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to step away just for a second. I'm going to run to the restroom. Terrible towel right here. I think it's working some magic right now. Let's hope it continues. Be right back. All right, I am back. That was the quickest bathroom break ever, man. Sprinted right down the hall here. Where's my towel? Where's my towel? Man, you guys exploded in chat. Let's go. Lorenzo says, let's go defense. Let's see what we can do on defense, man. A turnover here would be absolutely amazing. Bleezy says, good toe tap too, man. Hell yeah. I knew he made the catch. I just was unsure about if he got his feet in, and he sure did. Sir Yacht's definitely going to be wanting his money back after that one. Steel Twin says, get a mute emoji right now. I'm going to do it right after this game. Because I'm going to be honest, I might do the post-game video live tonight instead of doing a recorded video. We'll see. I might end up doing it live. TJ Black says Ben made a good choice. Yeah, in comparison to the decision he made earlier in the game. Yeah, this was night and day. And the Watt brother right there in on a tackle as well. Viewer says Freiermuth was a steal in the second round. Definitely was. I agree with that 100%. But here comes the Browns, Baker Mayfield, 1st and 10. Let's see if the defense can get something going here. The momentum is on our side. Cam Hayward coming down, but a wide open man down the field. That is what you don't want to see right there. Pittsburgh 412 says Minka time. Let's go defense. Let's see what happened on this play here. Why are they continuously open? What is the problem? Did they bite on the run maybe? Or is it the fact that Butler continues to put linebackers in coverage? I don't know what it is, man. Local band says, holy crap, and Baker does that. 1st and 10. Browns almost at midfield already. Man. Local band says big defensive stop needs to happen. TJ Watt fumble or finally a Minka pick. Steelers 63 says the screen has been killing the defense. Second and 1 for the Browns. And they are going to get a first down there. Hayward obviously trying to strip the ball there. TJ Black game, come on, let's turn up, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This defense, man, they gotta match the offense right now because surprisingly, the offense is outplaying them. 1st and 10, Baker's gonna hand it off here, and the Steelers are gonna stop that before he gets anything. And of course, that was Nick Chubb. Second and 10, we are approaching 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Baker sends a man in motion. He's going to wrap around, and they're going to go to the middle of the field, and that's going to be what looks like maybe a gain of 4 to 5 yards. And they're going to say 6, so I was a little off there, but 3rd and 4. CJ says we need to stop. We need this stop, man. This is, again, one of those things is, does Pat Freiermuth have blood on his head? What was that? I missed it. He had something on his face. Let's go. Let's get a turnover here, boys. Come on. 3rd and 4. Baker's getting pressured. He's going to run the ball. And unfortunately, and oh boy, it is going to get chippy now. Oh my goodness, and Baker Mayfield got up after that hit to the sideline. No flag there. Oh boy. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit. 1st and 10, 7 minutes. And counting. 1st and 10 for the Browns. They're gonna hand it off to Nick Chubb. Gonna get maybe a yard or two there. Steel Cannon said Baker doing that got me hyped, not gonna lie. I mean, it kind of caught me off guard. I don't know if it got me hyped, but kind of like one of those oh shit moments right there. You're not used to seeing that. Local band says can't give up a touchdown. Baker throws it, another 1st down. And they're going to say he lost the ball, and TJ Watt has it. Let's go. There's the turnover. Oh, man, we have to wait, though. Let's not get too excited because the referees are discussing this. Are they going to say he was down? He makes a football move for sure. That is confirmed. And that is a fumble, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. It is a fumble. It is confirmed by the refs. And that is what we desperately needed. TJ Watt sits on it, man. Unfreaking real. And as Adam says, that was thanks to Joe Schobert. King says clutch. Unreal stuff right now, man. That is what we needed. You talk about a deflator. I don't want to say, I don't want to jinx it, but man, dude, those who know, bro. Those who know. I haven't wore this damn thing. I think I only wore it for the Bills game. Steel Twin says, seal the deal offense. We already know what we need to do. We just need to run the ball. All we got to do is run the ball. CJ says, don't take that towel off your shoulder. This is the towel that I used every game last season when we went 11 games. Now, of course, I did continue to wear the towel throughout the season where we started to lose games, but I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about this specific towel. Which was free, by the way. This is one of those towels I actually didn't buy. Steelers Nation Unite. But when I went to Heinz Field a couple years ago, I got it autographed by, which you probably won't see because of the damn green screen, Jason Gilden there. It was very nice meeting Jason Gilden. 6 minutes on the clock, local bands. Mad513 says, who punched the ball out? If I'm being honest, give me a second. I didn't see. I was too excited. Get that for you here in a second. Yeah, it was Joe Schobert. What the hell am I talking about? So it was Joe Schobert. Former Brown, as Steel Cannon points out. Danielle says, I need TJ's jersey. I actually wore his jersey yesterday during the Steel Twins live stream. Or actually, was that the Steelers? I did 2 live streams this week on other channels. I can't remember if that was with the Twins or if that was with the Max, who's actually at the game right now. Matt says, I thought it said 98. It did say Joe Schobert on ESPN's play-by-play, though. First down for the Steelers, and they're going to hand it off to Najee Harris. What is Harris doing on the field, bro? What do you call that? Was that a fish in the water? Oh, man. I don't even know what to think. What was that? Local band says we need some good runs. I couldn't agree more, bro. That's the key here. You gotta get some. We can't abandon the passing game either, but just do what you've been doing, man. 2nd and 8 here for the Steelers. Ben looks, throws it, and that's got to be pass interference. My goodness, to Deontay Johnson, and the refs are going to hold on to their flags here. Wow, how is that not pass interference? He had contact before the ball came there. What? 3rd and 8 now, after the referees were sleeping, apparently, and the commentary team was absolutely quiet for a reason. Ben drops back, looking, pocket. Does just well enough. Come on, Deontay almost gets a first down. Damn it. 3 and out for the Steelers offense with the no call on the pass interference on 2nd down. 3rd down, Deontay Johnson just... Newsome just made a great defensive tackle there. Oh, man, I really thought Deontay Johnson was going to get a first down. 4th and 2, and obviously going for it here is just not a good idea. And, of course, my mouse wants to mess up on me. 4th and 2, we're going to punt it here, and play's going to be called dead. I think, yeah, they're going to say delay of game. So the offense, going back to what I've been saying, the inconsistency on both sides of the ball. Defense finally gets us a big play, gets the offense the ball, and they do nothing with it. I mean, at least try to drive down the field and give the defense a break if you're not going to score a touchdown or put points on the board. And with 4 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock, we are giving the Browns the ball back at one of the worst times, because they've had success. And another bad punt by Harvin. I almost feel like Harvin is a little nervous right now, because that's going to put them at the 40-yard line. But the Steel Twins ain't having none of that negative thinking. They're just saying, I'm smelling a pick. Why do I have the same vibe right now? Local band says garbage punt. We're really going to choke this win. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, man. It's not looking too good, especially with under 5 minutes to go here. Viewer says the referees were definitely paid. I mean, it's kind of hard to ignore. I'm really not one of those guys that likes to blame referees for every game, but man, this is rough. Danielle says, Steel Twins, hope you're right. So do I. Oh boy. Leedy says, Cleveland 39, but close enough. Yeah, I kind of rounded it off 40-yard line. Either way, it's not good for us. Steel City Watt, what's going on? He says they botched that series. Yeah, big time. Talk about dropping the ball, literally. Adam says Norwood pick. That would be nice. That would be, anybody picking the ball off would be great right now. Or I'll even take what we just got, which was a fumble. King says believe in the defense. You know what they say, bro. Defense wins championships. So let's get an update on the stats there real quick while we're at a commercial break. Najee Harris, 87 yards. So hopefully if we get the ball back, maybe he breaks 100. for his personal record. More important, I want the win more than anything. Ben is 21 for 32, 216 yards, and 1 touchdown. No picks in this game so far. Baker Mayfield, 18 for 26, 209. So, I mean, as of right now, no touchdowns, by the way. Ben Roethlisberger is out playing Baker Mayfield for that Browns fan that was in the chat earlier. Guess that kind of rests my case there. You let a damn near 40-year-old quarterback outplay your franchise quarterback in a game at home. And the Steelers have 4 sacks in this game. And we're back. We're back to the dumpster, which is Cleveland, aka First Energy Stadium. Steel Twin says, someone play Renegade. I'd love to play it on the channel, but I really don't want to get copyrighted. I'd love to be able to buy a license for that song. That would be great. Maybe that's something we do in the future. Baker's going to hand it off, and they're going to get a first down. Nick Chubb. Now, the good news is here is the Browns have to score a touchdown. A field goal is not going to do it. So the Steelers defense needs to tighten that up. That better be the last big chunk of yardage right there. I don't want to see any more of that crap. They're really going to run the ball here. They hand it off again. And they're going to limit Nick Chubb there. They're going to keep him in bounds. Local Bands says, come on defense. TJ Black Gaming says, let's hold them to a field goal. Danielle says, I got Renegade. Like I said, I think I'm going to try to acquire a license, but I definitely think that would be out of my budget. But you never know. 2nd and 9. Baker's going to toss it out to the sideline. I think he dives for a first down. And actually, I think they're going to rule him out a yard short. No, they're going to give it to him. So it is 1st and 10 for the Browns. They do go out of bounds, which stops the clock. Keep in mind, Pittsburgh used the timeout earlier. So they only have 2 timeouts left in the game. Cleveland has 3. And they are currently past midfield, approaching field goal range as Baker does a play action, looks, finds a wide open man, and he's going to drop it. Quite a bit of drops from the Cleveland offensive receivers here. I don't know why I said offensive. So 2nd and 10. And the referee's going to blow the whistle here. No, they're going to say we called another timeout. Ooh, that is not good. We just burned another timeout, so now we're only going to have 1 timeout left. With the Browns marching down the field, again, on that last drive, we got the turnover, but those don't happen every single drive. And honestly, so far in this game, the Browns have been going down the field. I got to wonder why we call a timeout here when we might need those timeouts if the Browns manage to score. Lee just asked the same question. Why did we call a timeout? Well, it is 2nd and 9 now. Oh, man. This goes back to what I said on the Twins channel last night, man. How many games are we going to have these heart attack games? Because that's what this is right now. Baker looks down the field, wide open man who Beckham tries to go for the one-handed catch, which was moronic. Well, we just got a penalty on us. Highsmith. I don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. I guess putting the hands to the face mask is now helmet to helmet. The more you know, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10, under 3 minutes to go. The Browns and the referees rolling out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. The referees can't make a call there. I'm saying it now, man. The referees are having a hand in this goddamn game. Period. You can't convince me otherwise. Exactly. Adam says, and this is beautiful, ladies, and he's painting a beautiful portrait here for us. Boswell gets killed and no flag. He absolutely got tossed on the sideline and no flag at all. Second and 10. And Highsmith is going to tackle Chubb for a loss, bringing up 3rd down. And keep in mind, this is 2 down territory at this point. 4 down territory, but 2 more downs. 3rd and 4th down upcoming for the Steelers defense. We have to make a stop here. 3rd and 11. Refs throwing flags like they're passing out candy. Damn right, man. They're here to play trick or treat, I guess. 3rd and 11. Oh, yes. Higgins is going to go. False start, baby. Yeah. Let's go. That's what I want to see right there. Thank you, Higgins. Man. Browns putting the word bonehead to use here. King says Highsmith needs to learn to punch the ball like TJ. No. We don't need more penalties in this game. A bell with the false star and the terrible towel emojis. Now it's 3rd and 16. There you go. Get the pressure. And he's going to dump it off, and that's not going to be much. And it's going to bring up 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. Steelers Nation, we're going to go to a commercial break, unfortunately. But when we come back, this is it. This is it. Under 2 minutes, 1 minute, 58 seconds to go. Lee says the Browns are being the Browns. Let's not get overconfident now. Okay? Let's just take a breather. We got a little commercial break here with the 2 minute warning. Oh, man. Steelers 63 says it, man. This is the ball game here. You better believe it. You better believe it. This is it. This is make or break for the Steelers season. I hate to say it, but that's just the honest to God truth. And we'll talk about the rest later. But right now, in this moment, man, we need this defense to play lights out. This is 4th and long. There is no excuses here. Let's get a sack or a turnover. We get that, bro. We get the ball back to the offense. We know what to do. Give it to Najee Harris. I still think they need to be a little creative, though, because the Browns are going to know we're going to run the ball. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Lee says renegade. Oh my God, Steelers 63. I swear to God, you're reading my mind. This is what I'm thinking. Don't play prevent defense. Do not play prevent defense because all they need is a 1st down right now. Prevent defense would be the worst fucking decision this team could make right now. Maybe I'm wrong about this. This is why I'm not a coach. I honest to God, I would kind of play bump the run bump and run, and just blitz the shit out of Mayfield. Because then if he has to get rid of the ball quickly, you're playing bump and run. You got to leave it up to the cornerbacks, of course, not to get beat, but it's a lot better than prevent. Because prevent's going to just allow them to dump it underneath and allow yards after the catch. We don't want that. That's what we've been seeing. But again, I'm not a coach, so kind of out of my league by saying it. Maybe you guys agree. I don't know. But anyways, it's 4th and 12. And thank God we're not playing loose. We're not playing off the receivers here. 3-man rush. Oh, Cameron Hayward was there. That's going to be incomplete. Let's go. Let's go. We know what to do to finish this game now. Let's go. And that was Minka who broke up that pass. Or that catch, I should say. Incomplete, says local bands, and I got a feeling everyone just screamed. And there's Joshua Dobbs with the headset on saying incomplete. And Browns fans are beginning to cry their eyes out in the stadium. What a bunch of losers. But the Steelers, we need to finish the job here. The Browns have 3 timeouts. Get us the first down here, Ben. Najee takes the handoff, and I don't know what, he stopped there for whatever reason, and he's only going to get a yard or 2. Leedy says, now run the clock out, hold the ball real tight. Absolutely, man, because we know, as Steelers fans, one of the most heartbreaking moments was when Jerome Bettis fumbled at the goal line. We don't need any kind of situation like that happening right now. Chris says they're going to get the ball back. Let's not jump ahead here. We have a chance. It's 2nd and 9, and Najee's been having a great game. They have 2 timeouts here, 1 minute and 48 seconds to go. We have to get a first down. I think Ben's going to try to, and he's going to, oh my goodness, Deontay Johnson is going down the field, and he's going to get a lot more. Stay in bounds. Down the middle of the field to the left side of the field for a massive yard gain. Johnson for 50, as Leedy just says in the chat. And as Tony Romo just said, RPO, which the Steelers have been running in this game. And Johnson smart enough to at least stay in bounds. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Where's the Browns fans at in the chat now? Where'd you guys go? Steel Twin says Canada said take this L. Ben's got something in his eye here. He's on the sideline washing his eye out. 1st and 10, Deontay Johnson, man. What a game for him today. Prior to that play, he's had a few plays himself. Cry me a river, says Danielle. Cry me a river and go swim in it, Sir Yacht. Go swim in it. Oh, what a shit show, man. For the Cleveland Browns. This has got to be crushing to their Super Bowl dreams, as they're going to lose their yearly Super Bowl. They'll have one more chance down the road here, but Najee Harris is going to get the handoff. He is going to lose some yardage. Chris says, why would a Browns fan be here? That was the question I had, but apparently there was 2 of them early in the game. The Fiend says they're ghosts, Just Blaze. Yeah. Speaking of ghosts, ladies and gentlemen, look who's here. Look who's here. Baker Mayfield, that is a beautiful Steel Twins hat. Where did you get that, Baker? You've gotten that from steelyenzers.com, did you? The ghost of Baker Mayfield has arrived, and he's going to go back down to the dumpster in the sewer where he belongs. Oh, man. The Hawk says it wasn't perfect, but I thought we looked good. Baker, you're fired. Get your ass out of here. We don't want to see you again. The toilets are already clean enough. Harris gonna run the ball there. 1 minute and 26 seconds to go. 3rd and 10, and Cleveland is out of timeouts. Steel Blondie with the laughing emojis. It's gonna be a while now since, or before we see Baker Mayfield make an appearance. Browns fans, you can go back to putting trash bags on your head. What a bunch of morons. Oh boy, Ben Roethlisberger owns your franchise. This is great. Go back to doing commercials, says Abel. What a bunch of idiots. 35 seconds to go. 4th and 8 for the Steelers. There's a few seconds in regards to the Browns are going to get the ball back here. TJ Black says, take the L out of Lover. This one is over, brother. Lee says the Browns have been flushed. Baker Mayfield's ghost has been flushed down the toilet back to the sewers where it belongs. Two seconds on the clock. We're going to get a whistle here. What's going on? Referees couldn't let this game end without a fucking penalty. Chris says, keep stacking dubs. Lorenzo says, thanks, Blaze. See you next week. I appreciate you for tuning in. And they're going to call false start on Deontay Johnson. The Fiend says, revenge is ours. Daniel says, there is a flag, of course, right? What better way to end the game than have a flag on the field, right? Sir Yacht's going to be wanting a refund after this game. And it sucks for him because now he can't swim in contaminated water. Although I'm pretty sure that's where he sleeps anyway. So Ben rolling out of pocket's going to go deep. And Claypool's just going to slap this one out. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, ladies and gentlemen, 15-10. And that is a dub. And Baker Mayfield and the Browns and their fans can go back to crying like a bunch of babies as they continue to lose to our franchise, which is more superior than theirs. And now the Steelers improved to 4-3, knocking the Browns back down to the basement where they belong, 4-4. Let's get a roll call here before we check out. I will be going, I do think I'm going to go live tonight for the post game rather than making the video. You guys let me know if you want to tune into that tonight and I'll go live. Probably around 7. I'm going to try to snag the Steel Twins for that. We'll see if they're available to talk Steelers football tonight. Boy, oh boy. Let's go Jets, says Daniel. You're absolutely right. In fact, that game's on. The Jets are winning by 3 right now with 3 minutes. I think I'm just going to watch this. If you guys want to hang out, I'm just going to keep this going. Mad says, who runs Ohio again? That would be Big Ben Roethlisberger. That fucking idiot in the chat earlier, he's on here talking about how Baker Mayfield's better than Big Ben. I mean, holy shit, look at the age gap there and career gap. Almost 40-year-old quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, outplayed your franchise quarterback who's still in the beginning stages of his career. Let that sink in. Burrow's going to throw that one to the ground, 2nd and 11. Or 3rd and 11 now. So this is very clutch moments here for the AFC North, and we're gonna keep the stream going. It ain't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep going live here because we're watching this Bengals and Jets game. Let's keep it going. We're gonna wait to the end of this Bengals and Jets game. Steel Twin says the night Ben came home, sit in the basement again, you brownies. Man, the Browns are kind of still the Browns, aren't they? 3rd and 11 here for the Bengals. The franchise I actually hated prior to the Browns becoming a nuisance to us. Can't stand the Bengals, man. This is big right here. Let's go. Let's go, Jets. And they're going to get a sack, but there's a flag. Danielle still in the chat saying the flag. Oh, man. It's going to be on the offense. That's going to be 4th and long for the Bengals. Leedy says, I'm going to hop off. Good day, y'all. Hey, Leedy, thank you for tuning in, bro. As always. The Fiend says, yes, they're Steel Twins. Michael Myers fanboy. Just kidding with you. They kind of are, though. They love their Michael Myers. The Hawk says, if you're comparing Ben to Baker right now, then Baker must not be that good. Ben versus Baker in his prime, not even close. Couldn't agree more with that. 4th and 19, and Bengals are going to punt it. That's an odd call. Odd decision there by the Bengals. Everybody in chat right now needs to be temporary for the next few minutes. We need to all be Jets fans. Let's all convert just for a little bit. Eric says, good game, just Blaze. Yeah, that was definitely I don't want to take it from JR, but it was a slobber knocker, right? We'll see the Browns again down the road, though. It ain't the war. The battle's won. The war is not over yet. But if you're just tuning in now, or if you've been watching, we're going to stick to the end of this Bengals game here. Oh, my goodness. And the Jets almost run for a first down with the quarterback here. Henderson, what's going on? He says, we good. Local band says, Ben still owns you Browns. Man, this has to be my favorite game of the season so far, if I'm being honest. It's been pretty miserable season to start, but this Browns win today was absolutely huge. It was massive, if I'm being honest. And I really hope that this is the beginning stages of turning this season around. And if the Bengals take a loss here, I mean, that is the cherry on top. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game here. 2nd and 6. Chris says, will Boswell miss some games? That is going to be the question. I honestly think he will because of the concussion. And the NFL and the concussion protocol, I mean, it's going to play a big factor. The Hawks seems to think he won't be, though. He's just concussed. He'll be back next week. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know the full details on it yet. I'm sure Tomlin will get into it. In fact, he's probably already doing so. Adam says offensive line played way better than most of us expected. Props to them, especially with the run blocking. The run blocking was just beautiful. And another positive, too, is think about Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth, Gentry, both our tight ends were absolutely amazing today. Deontay Johnson did what he had to do. Claypool had a few moments. We're still waiting for Claypool to get back to what he was doing in his rookie season. Ben, I mean, yeah, he had a few moments where he made some mistakes and almost made some interceptions or threw some interceptions. Defense was a little inconsistent throughout the game, but all in all, much better performance than what we've been seeing in my book. And the offensive line with that run blocking ability, just amazing stuff, man. And honestly, saying it before the game, this was the game you had to win to get things moving. The Bengals right now, they're not looking too hot. Brennan says, OBJ, the GOAT, they said. This guy's out here with the game on the line trying to make one-handed catches like he's in practice. Danielle says, I'm going to get off after this game. I will definitely be back next week. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in today. And I always love when we get new subscribers to the channel. And I don't know if you're a Penguins fan, but again, I will be going live throughout the week doing Penguins watch parties as well. Which I made that announcement earlier. We're going back to doing all Pittsburgh sports content on this main channel. And I'll slowly be transitioning into that in the next few days. Of course, we do uploaded content on the channel as well. Just haven't been doing it as much this season, but got to get back to that. Oh, man. Again, I will be going live tonight for a post-game live stream. We'll do that later tonight, though, around 7:30-ish, I think. I'm going to try to get the Steel Twins to come on. We'll probably be live for maybe an hour. We're not going to go too long. But I kind of don't want to record it. I want to do it live. Sebastian Sanchez, what's going on? It says we got a dub, Just Blaze. Or she, I'm sorry. The Hawk says, thank God, should have been last year. Should have been gone last year. Chris says only the Bungles would lose to the Jets. Fiend says, yep, Ebron's gone. Yeah, I mean, after this game with Gentry, I mean, I don't see why we keep him. I really hope the Steelers make a trade regarding Ingram and... Oh, God, hold on. Jesus. Overlapping videos here. Ingram and Ebron need to go. Danielle says, huge Pittsburgh sports fan will be joining. That's awesome. 3rd and 6 for the Jets. 2 minutes left. This is crucial right here for them. And they're going to get a false start. Oh, man. I think it's comical. If the Browns had won this game today, this chat would be full of Browns fans right now. But as always, they go coward and run back to their basement. Chris says Taco. Yeah, Taco played today, man. I got to look in his stats here in a second. And the Jets are going to get that one off, but they're going to be well short of a first down. There is a flag on the field. Jesus. Local band says we also don't need Ingram because Taco did good. I'm going to pull up his stats here in a second. There's Mike Hilton, former Steeler. And that's going to be a defensive penalty, and it's going to be an automatic first down on Hilton. Hilton with the helmet, That was a smart move by Johnson on the Jets. I don't know if I like that call by the refs, if I'm being honest. The Hawk says GG Jets have pulled off the upset. 1 minute, 53 seconds to go. And the Jets are going to run the ball there. Eric says, we'll see you guys in the new year on Monday night in week 17. That is right. Steelers got a rough stretch too, man. We got to play not only the Browns late in the season, but we're going to be playing, I can't remember the last time this was, the Ravens. We're going to be playing them very close together very soon, including the Bengals as well. In fact, the Bengals are on the horizon. We got the Bears, Lions, Chargers, and then we play the Bengals, and then the Ravens right after that. So it is still going to be an interesting season, especially with the AFC North. Chris says, anyone remember the last time Pittsburgh played Chicago? Famous national anthem game. 2nd and 8. 1 minute, 49 seconds to go here. Cincinnati has 2 timeouts left. Oh my goodness. And the Jets are about a yard shy of a first down. Oh boy. The Hawk says GG. Yeah, Jets pulled off the upset. Well, not yet. We're getting there. Bengals down to 1 timeout. Local band says our old buddy Hilton got the penalty. Third and 1 for the Jets. 1 minute and 40 seconds. This first down will probably seal the game. And if they get the first down, we'll call it a day as far as this stream goes. Just a reminder, though, I will be going live tonight. Whether or not I get the Twins to come on, we'll have to wait and see, because I know they're currently recording their post-game video right now. And gonna wait for the signal from the refs. I do believe that's a first down. DJ Drew, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Oh boy, this is now I'm starting to think that they're not going to confirm it. And they do. There we go. First down, Jets. And that should be the end to the Bengals in this game. It is not a bad day for a Steelers fan. We get the upset from the Jets, and we get the hard-fought win against the Browns. Of course, the Ravens on a bye week. Trying to figure out what's going on the sideline here. By the way, this terrible towel, man, I think it's got some magic left into it for sure. Chris says the Steelers have lost to some terrible Bears teams in the past. That is very true. I have some nightmares from some of those games from many years ago. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Bengals are going to take a loss. The Steelers win today. And the tide has shifted. And we do play, as Chris said here, we do play the Browns next week. Of course, I'll be live for that. And then we have the Lions. I mean, these are 2 games we need to win. And hopefully the Bengals and Ravens take some losses in these next few weeks, and the AFC North is going to look a little different. That said, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to go get myself some dinner. And then I'm going to prepare for tonight's live stream when we go live, talking about the game in more detail. Hopefully I get the Twins on for that. That said, thank you all for tuning in today. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do so before we get on out of here. Follow me on Twitter at JBFrom412. And check out SteelYinzers.com for all your Just Blaze merchandise and Steel Twins merchandise. That said, if I don't see you guys tonight, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go Steelers! Chris says, take care all. Danielle says, thank you, Jets. And I'm Just Blaze, and I am signing out.